free men, wherever they may live, are citizens of Berlin. And therefore, as a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein Berliner.
Okay, so next year after that, or that actually later that year, Dr. Martin Luther King, I think you've all been aware of this, no one would doubt that this speech, half of which he ad-libbed, this speech shook the world and created a tipping point.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
If only it were true, and we're making progress because of that speech. Barbara Jordan, someone you may not know, a Texas congresswoman, was the last person to speak at the Watergate Committee, talking about whether we were in fact going to impeach Richard Nixon. She was a freshman congresswoman. It was around midnight, and yet her words, with that incredible voice tone of hers, shook the world and catalyzed the movement against Richard Nixon.
Today, I am an inquisitor, and hyperbole would not be fictional and would not overstate the solemnness that I feel right now. My faith in the Constitution is whole, it is complete, it is total. And I am not going to sit here and be an idle spectator to the diminution, the subversion, the destruction of the Constitution.
Barack Obama.
Tonight is a particular honor for me because, let's face it, my presence on this stage is pretty unlikely.
And that's it right there. That speech was a tipping point. It changed America. Whether you like him or not, that one speech in 2004 changed America. We don't have audio of this, but one of my favorite speeches ever is a speech that was given by Albert Einstein. He says, the most beautiful and deepest experience a man can have is the sense of the mysterious, to sense that behind anything that can be experienced, there is a something that our mind cannot grasp and whose beauty and simplicity are but a feeble reflection. To me, it suffices to wonder at these secrets and to attempt humbly to grasp with my mind a mere image of the lofty structure of all that there is. And he did that and created a shift where we understood how matter and energy are the same and created a new paradigm. And some people even think that it mirrors this ancient symbol, which was the symbol and is the symbol for God, called Om. And if you look at it, there's a backwards E, there's an equal sign, there's an M, which is on its side, there's a C, and there is a supernumerary that also looks like a square. E equals mc squared, thousands of years ago, reflected in Albert Einstein's discovery in 1906. I want to play this. This is the most powerful, in my opinion, the most powerful couple minutes of oratory, recorded tipping point speech making in the history of the world. Feel it and notice it. This is the last speech he gave before he died. He died, and it was obvious he knew it. He died the next day.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
So, are you afraid of public speaking? If so, you're along with half of the people on the planet. The way over that is to see it as a conversation from your heart and to ask yourself this one question: what is my dharma? What is it that I am passionate about that I want to share with the world? Something that my unique DNA, which is contained in every one of 50 trillion cells carried in 50,000 atomic bombs worth of energy, that's what Einstein said, will allow me to be out in the world, make a difference, and give speeches, share my passion, and make the world a better place. Every single person I've worked with has the ability, in their own way, to break through, to make the world a better place, to bring that passion out, and to create a tipping point that will change every single thing on the planet, and indeed make the world a better place. And I encourage you to please step through the fear, share your passion, share who you are authentically, and make that difference. Thank you all so much.